Apoth. He wasn't our scheduled guest, but he is here to join us. He joined like 10 minutes ago. We also
What's up?
Lord, he's not here at the moment. And Ash Ace, he'll be here shortly.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy,
Shut
Ashton
the fuck up.
motherfucking A's.
Shut up.
Why are you
Shut
interrupting
up.
me? Why are you interrupting me?
No, shut up. I already did the intro. It's fine.
I heard you, and I just wanted to give it a little bit more emphasis, just a little bit more kick. I'm here with, who?
That's a weird title.
What, Fizo Zane on ESPN, an outsider's point of view on Pro Wrestling. We had 18 people waiting, but unfortunately, I started this stream, and then I ended it by accident. So now we're on a separate stream, yeah. And
Well,
the
that's
thumbnail still hasn't been updated, everyone. Let's go.
the
Let's
outsider's point of
freaking
view.
go. Yeah, but how's everyone doing today?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's actually not too bad today.
So the cat's out of the bag. Zane is back, and this time he's come back better than ever. What do you guys think about this?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little surprised. ESPN didn't do their research.
Honestly, like when they were, ESPN, they're a great company. But I guess it just really shows how much Roblania is ahead of everyone because
This is why I watch. Hey, this is why I watch Sports Center.
Yep. You honestly, you said it best. This is exactly why I subscribe to the WWE Network, a company that has never done anything to insult me ever. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, oh yeah, I know you guys can't see right now, but that is most definitely Zane on the ESPN Twitter. Oh boy. Well, it's a bit of a depressing start. Thank you, Vegas, for kindly tweeting that out. And I just wanted to get that out of the way. Really, though, isn't that hilarious?
It's funny, like seeing Zane like that. It surprised the entire roasting community, and it's really hilarious to see him come up like that. He's back in one way or another. He's always back in one way or another. It's just not surprising in the fact that he's back. It's just the fact that he's back in that way.
But
So, yeah.
ESPN?
By ESPN, yes, the real ESPN.
The real ESPN. That's so surprising.
Yeah. They're verified on Twitter.
Yeah. I just got a little cryptic message, a little scoop for the people watching. Got a very cryptic message from Chris Knight about the RWA. So,
oh dear.
He said keep this private though, so I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh, it's okay. I already know what's going on already. It's like, oh dear.
Fizo, I forgot to ask you, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, man. Just wrapped up running Imperiality. Show went well. Yeah. Catch us next.
Tell me about Imperiality, man.
Yeah. Catch us next Saturday, the 11th of this month, as we host our first pay-per-view, Electric Chaos Countdown. The premise of a pay-per-view is like Cyber Sunday from WWE. The audience votes for the stipulation for most matches. And we have a very stacked card. For example, you have the World Championship having AM Punk against Zane Adams against Jaden Blade. For Knockouts Championship, which is the hardcore division, we have Zodiac Soho taking on Exile Phil for the title. Yeah, a lot of matchups that should be interesting, and obviously notable matchups like the Morton twins versus the Golden Saints, Vegas and Eli. The stipulation has been picked. We'll be revealing it at the pay-per-view, and it's pretty surprising. So it could go in any way or shape or form for the match. So good luck to both teams.
Tidev just asked, Who is Zane, by the way? Hero wrestler? Yeah, so I guess there's a lot of new gens in the chat. Um, Zane is a former Fed owner who used to host until like he did 24-hour shows. He was very addicted to Roblox, and it's safe to say, yeah, he was a pedophile. Very attracted to the age that he should have particularly not been in. So for those who don't know who he is, there you go. Um, so I've been hearing a lot about Imperiality, and what gave you the idea to start bringing in the crowd interaction into federations? Because I do feel like in order for a federation to work, you need to be able to communicate with your community, and you also need to be able to function in a way that doesn't detriment your roster and detriment your authority. And I think the way that you're going about this is we haven't really seen people do that type of Cyber Sunday thing in a while, and in this particular fashion, to where it still feels important, but it also doesn't, because cyber, you know what I mean by, like,
Yeah, yeah.
giving the fans the quote power can sometimes make things feel a little bit shaky. So where did you come up about this, and how do you use these ideas and still keep them in a way to where you're not detrimenting your show?
To us, based on our experiences, separate experiences, where we've found a way to understand the crowd and how they form. Obviously, if you've noticed, Sean's been posting on Twitter a lot of crowd chants to keep them hyped up for the show, and using this and that in that form, he gives them the power with interacting with the matches, the segments, and all that. And at first, if you want to start for us, we thought if you want to start Imperiality on a high note, we want to make people be with us. We want to give them the power to influence in some sort of simple way that obviously doesn't obstacle us, but it is also pretty interesting. There's a match, ESJ versus Fury Jericho. Oh, fuck ESJ, by the way. Something has been picked specifically for it. Obviously, it will be revealed at the pay per view, but it was pretty surprising to see it be picked. And they've chosen. We're gonna be working on the match, and everyone will see the final product. For example, another match between FaZe and Mintman. People chose something that me and Sean personally, I wanted something specific, but the crowd chose it. In this case in point, the crowd had the power. You can't really do anything, and honestly, this is this is what is pretty good for us to just start up Imperiality once up again. And if we're gonna keep Imperiality on the hype train, why not just start off something that makes the crowd have a bit of power, right?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, I love that, really. um One thing about that fuck ESJ part, I want to give y'all an exclusive update on this diss track Mia Park and Jackson are making on him. Fuck ESJ! I kind of screamed it and my parents heard me. Not too proud about that. And second part is we have an exclusive on the RWA, as I just said a few seconds ago. They just tweeted out something. Let's read it all together.
oh
It's been
boy.
a while, hasn't it? Throughout this hiatus, we've taken this time to discuss and plan about what's next for the RWA. Reflecting back on previous experiences about how things went and how we're approached, we've realized that we've got to change things up. We're looking at a new direction towards the future for the RWA, where we can elevate the federations that deserve more recognition and showcase these federations to the best of our capabilities, hoping to hoping to help build these federations to be the next set of pillars for Row Wrestling. We'll see you tomorrow. What do you guys think about that?
Awesome.
Prematurely want to. Oh, go light. Go
Yeah,
light. Go
I
light.
was just thinking back.
Prematurely, we need to announce this. I've discussed this with Sean. Imperiality will not be joining any alliances, no matter the offer.
Mhm.
For us,
What about
no
media
matter
groups?
media groups, honestly, we've turned. Obviously, we had GWM, and at first we did not really like how it went just not really wasn't that good. And I was thinking about it, me and Sean, like, it's not really worth it with these media groups. But what happened with GWM just making us feel like, let's just not do anything else with media groups. If they can be, if they can convince us in a way to give them a chance, then sure. But I've not been convinced by anything, and nor has Sean been convinced by anything. So for us, as I said, Imperiality wants to be worked with our own hands, and we want to build it to the top of our own hands. No way else.
Light,
And
back
that's
on
it.
back on the topic of the RWA. What do you think about this tweet? Do you think anything will be changing? Do you think that after we've seen all of the altercations and backstage drama that's happened, I remember last time on Roblania Talk 4, we even got exclusives from FortNite himself on what happened with PCW, and obviously there only being two federations in the RWA. But yeah, this tweet, what do you think about it? Do you think that we're going to see any change? Do you think we're really going to see some structure? They have finally addressed the comments of having to elevate their federations, which I feel like wasn't really a thing that they've been doing for a while. It kind of felt like you join the RWA and you don't really get much benefit from it. So what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, if you don't want a biased answer, I don't know. I'm gonna help you. I'm in the RWA chat. Funny enough, but I do think there is going to be a change. But I obviously can't tell you what, other than what you see in front of you. This RWA post was mainly just to get us off of hiatus. And but
So are you saying that there's actually no
we're
change that's
posting
been
something
planned?
tomorrow. Again, obviously, it says we'll see you tomorrow. There's going to be another post.
You seem very unenthusiastic about this.
No, I'm just sick.
Oh, of the RWA? Wow.
Well, I'm sick. Like
You
I'm
know, I
sick.
understand that. The RWA, I guess
Well,
from
I
Light
have a
himself.
sore throat.
Light, an RWA member, is saying himself live here on
Dog,
Roblania
I did
Talk that
not
he's
say
sick
that. I
of the
have a sore
RWA.
throat.
What could this mean? Has the RWA fell off? Time to rename that.
You're gonna spread rumors, bro.
Well, I'm not spreading rumors if it came out of your mouth.
Dude, I said I'm sick. Like I have a sore throat.
Yeah, I know, I was just joking. But
Yeah.
I think personally that this is a good change. I don't I don't resonate with the people who say that the RWA should just completely get away. I think the RWA does serve a good purpose. To be kind of the leading part, like the leader in the community. But as many people have said, there really is not more there's not much leading going on.
Honestly,
So as a Fed owner, how do you lead? How do you think that they should lead?
honestly, for me, it depends on good leadership. You want someone who wants to innovate, wants to push forward to the future. You want someone who doesn't go to the stick with tradition. He always experiments. He tries to keep on pushing until he can find something that is innovative and makes it fresh. That's what I think a leader should be. He doesn't have to be commanding or anything. He needs to just be a person who needs to innovate and keep pushing forward instead of just sticking into the tradition. That's what I've been seeing with RWA. RWA is just always been in the stalemate position where just sticking to the traditional things they've been doing as they've been seeing. It's like not really innovative, obviously. So if I got someone who could probably come over and be an innovative, futuristic person who could probably flesh out RWA into like something that could be original and like fresh and blossoming into something innovative, RWA could really be the force of nature that it should have been. It was back then. And yeah, that's how it should have been done, in my opinion.
Jackson, are you here or
Hello.
hi Jackson? What do you think about the RWA? Did you just see the tweet that they posted out?
Yes, I did, and it seemed that they're going to be revealing something tomorrow. I don't know many details. I mean, I have heard one or two things, but not much. We're just gonna have to wait and see, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else should we talk about? The Rock is in Fortnite, you guys. The Rock is in Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
The Rock
No.
is in Fortnite.
The only thing
Did
I
you guys
can
see
say
the
is
video?
that I didn't see the video, but the only thing that came out of me was just visible confusion. I was like, what? It just didn't make sense to me. I'm not a regular Fortnite player. I just barely play it, but like, it was just a full on visible confusion for me because I didn't understand. Is this real? Like, I was just confused as fuck. That's it.
I wanted to play Fortnite today because I bought the battle pass by accident. Because I wanted to gift it to Lazy, who's in this call, but I think he's AFK or something. I wanted to buy it for him, but unfortunately, you can't gift battle passes, so now I just have one. I'm really excited because I had $100 commission from this one guy. He ordered, I don't know, he had a, the only way he could pay me was through $100 Fortnite card, and I was like, $100 of Fortnite cards is like, because I don't really play Fortnite that much, so that's worth like $10 to me. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm very excited to be playing as The Rock.
you know it's about drive and power.
It's about drive. It's about power.
We
stay
stay hungry.
hungry.
We don't power. Put in the work. Put in the hours.
I
And
just got a whole
take
bunch
what's
of little
ours.
kids.
We should have came here with more topics, honestly. In the chat, guys, what do you guys want us to talk about? Throw us a question. Come on, throw us something. Give us something.
Let's talk about how fucking my throat hates me. No, let's talk about
Choking too much dick there?
talk about my pet. We talked about Imperiality.
Oh yeah, let's talk about RDW. What's going on there?
We just had Jump Force. Jump Force was a pay-per-view based off of the game Jump Force. And the map, people questioned why we had like an actual city as our map. It was Hong Kong, China, but it was based off of the map because Hong Kong, China is a map in Jump Force that you can fight in. So we use Hong Kong, China. I got Dollar was the main guy who built the whole venue. I think King Oofman made the custom barricades.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. Hong Kong, China?
Yeah.
How much money did they pay you?
What are you talking about?
How much money did the Republic of China pay you?
Nothing. Why would I?
Okay, go on.
Yeah, motherfucker, they're not gonna. Oh no, my social credit's going down, guys.
Go on.
My social credit's going down, guys.
Not for anything. It went up. It went up.
Oh, okay.
It was a Saudi joke. I don't think you understood that, but
yeah,
it's okay.
I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Go on.
But we had what was I gonna say? We had it was because it was a map in China, or no, a map in fucking Jump Force. Dollar built the arena. I think Dexter built the stage, and I think King of Man just helped make barricades. He was gonna do more, but he couldn't. And yeah, the event went really well. I think we got 48 out of 50. You know, that we couldn't get the little sliver to get full server, but it's okay. I wasn't expecting. Oh well, the shows before that I got like 40 max attendance, but still, I'm grateful nonetheless of everybody who comes.
Fancy asks, why is Grad holding a title in RDW?
He's not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was in a match for it at the pay-per-view. At Jump Force, it was Julius versus Grad versus Oxo for the Braveheart title. Grad didn't win that. Julius did. But, yeah. Grad doesn't have a title right now. Social credit has gone up for real. We also got... I have the... IWA still. The RDW.
The IWA. It's a goated alliance, isn't it?
Well, it's doing good
really
now.
Good.
It definitely wasn't doing good last time it was around.
Yeah, man. It's so good.
You're doing good now, though. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Who? All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm literally in a. I'm at OWE and we're doing an FCA. This person's name is Ariana Grande B. Obvious alts.
Got some questions in the chat, guys. What do you guys want
Oh,
us to talk
man.
about?
What? Can I join RDW? Next question.
Is Pro Wrestling dying?
Oh,
You think IWA should be in the RWA? Hell no, not yet. I think they can be, but they're not ready, bruh. They're not ready. I don't think YWA max serve. They get like a good amount of people, sure, but the way they host, I think that needs some work.
Do you guys think
Before
we
they
need
should be in the
alliances in the first place? Because I've heard a lot of
Honestly,
people
Yeah,
saying that they don't serve a
that
purpose.
too. But like, if you really are talking about RWA feds and who should be in that sense, YWA shouldn't be on that list yet, along
guys-
with the other handful of feds that people are saying. Is Roblania Talk dying? No, I think you're just stupid. Lol.
Yeah.
honestly, I'm a part of YWA staff, and for me, I think YWA, it's nurturing to be a good fed. The problem is the hosts are kind of inexperienced. They just need a bit of time before they can reach a good height. Yeah, like that's it. It just need a bit more experience for nurturing to be a really good fed. Just it needs time. That's it.
There is something I want to talk about, sort of related to. It's related to UXW. I hope Neo is watching this because I couldn't say this before. Because in the art, he's an extra helper in some other thing we're in. We're having a meeting in there. I believe it was a few hours ago. It was like in the afternoon. I didn't get to tell him before, but so I'm just gonna say it now. In my opinion, you're doing really good with UXW, but the problem is, one thing I find to a hindrance is that you after that whole PCW situation, I feel like you're too worried on PCW rather than your own thing. Like I understand, that you're not happy with what PCW did, or you feel a certain way about PCW, but I feel like you should have to move on and work on your own things, you know. And I saw you took shots at PCW on your show. The toilet thing was funny, I guess. I mean, that was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest. But yeah, all the other shit, I wouldn't take shots anymore. I would just leave it be. And I think you both have kind of different audiences. There's still a wrestling community, but I do feel like we gotta. It's like two different types of pro wrestling. It's like underground and mainstream, you know. So I don't know. That's how I just needed to let that out because like I feel like he's too worried about other people at the moment. He shouldn't worry about no shit.
I'll be honest about this. I'm kind of worried with ECW to turn up to another ECW. The thing is, so I was talking to a friend of mine, and PCW had a running showtime. Here it is, a running showtime from 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern to. Give me a second. Let me check, make sure that I'm right. It is for me. It starts from 3 in the morning till 5 a.m. If we count that, that is from 8 p.m. Eastern to 5 a.m. Eastern.
I don't think that's. Wait, hold on. Wait, are we talking about professional like PCW?
Yes, PCW.
Well, that's not really. I think they end way before 5 a.m. Eastern, bro. It's not even realistic. They started like 7 or 7:30 or some shit. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but I don't think they hosted for that long. But still, it's like And not to mention, I'm not gonna lie, PCW did kind of have that time slot for like over a long amount of time now. I mean, if UXW had it too, that's cool too. I mean, but you can't like get mad at somebody for using that time slot. They already had it for a while now, you know.
Definitely. Definitely, yeah.
So is this anti-PCW or pro-PCW? I'm confused.
No, I'm in the middle. I don't really give a shit.
I thought that I think the easiest solution.
I don't agree with PCW running over RWA at the time, when they were in the thing, or running over RPW while they were in RWA as well. But UXW is different because he wasn't really. That's just when PCW normally hosted. You feel me? So
I feel like the easiest solution would have just been change the time slot. Just give it to someone who had it longer, right?
well, I mean, you can't force somebody to change their time slot. That's the thing.
Well,
if you
why didn't
them
nobody look into
yes,
their?
it's one thing if you ask them and they say yes, and I'll do it.
Why didn't nobody look into their time slots when they were coming in? Like, is there no
Because,
like
no,
verification when you come in?
there's a moment. That's how this works, apparently. Because PCW already had enough heat, so they didn't want to hear his story. You know. Obviously, RWA and RPW they didn't deserve to be run over, but UXW, I can't lie. I'm going to be completely honest. That's a different story because of what I just said. But
I just find it bizarre how there's such little like thought
I
that
feel
goes
like
into it.
it was kind of like a little biased just because our PCW got a lot of shit on them already. You know.
It's like I have 3 official partners in Roblania. I made like the dozen or so people that applied go through a whole form, even if I already knew who they were. How come the biggest alliance in, because the way I see it, because I am not in the RWA like you, I don't know how it works. But the way I see it is, if you're just popular, it's kind of obvious that you're going to get in because there's very little competition to get into the RWA. Do you feel me?
Competition is dead.
It is like within
It's always been dead.
competition is dead between wrestlers, Fed owners, and Alliance. And that's not saying that that is prohibiting anything in pro wrestling, because people love saying that just because these things are lacking means that people are losing interest or pro wrestling is dying. But it's worse. I feel like it's worse because I'd rather like it's the community is getting bigger, but way more boring and unorganized.
Yeah.
It's growing and growing and growing. I feel like maybe midway through 2022, we're gonna look back at this time and we're gonna be like, oh, things are gonna things that was like the process of us getting better, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna look back at this time, and I feel like things are going to change and be better. I just don't know where the direction is headed. Like right now, I don't feel like there is a direction, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. You don't need a direction for pro wrestling to thrive. You can have feds just run casually, just do their thing. You know, do their thing. Host, pro wrestlers do their thing. Alliance do their things without needing an RWA. Eventually though, once we get the foundation set up, we're gonna need a leader. But right now, I feel like there is no leader. A lot of people, I'm not gonna say who it was, but someone actually DM'd me saying we should bring back the OWA. Yeah.
No.
So here's what I said. Here's what I said, because first I said, well, one, I'm way too busy to do that, and second, I said I don't. The community doesn't need the OWA. That's the problem. People don't realize it. We don't need. There's so many people that will return their federations and return their thing or whatever. It's like I forgot who worded this. I saw some tweet, but it's like this. You don't need these things to return. You don't need RCW, RWU, APRW. You don't need those feds to return. Sorry?
That was me, by the way. I tweeted that.
Oh, okay. Well, who said that? Is that Fizo?
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry, my bad. Um, You don't need them to return. You just need people to do their job correctly. And I was like, that pretty much summarizes everything. You just need people to do their jobs correctly. So when I told him, I said, this was before I saw the tweet though. And I said like, yeah, I'm not gonna return the OWA because we don't need the OWA to return. We just need the RWA to actually do their job and be a leader in the community. And when there is a problem, like like I'll take the Zane situation for example because he's in the title. I remember I was like still hosting RWI and I got put into a group chat with Ken and Light. I'm pretty sure you remember. It was just a bunch of Fed owners, and we all had to take a stance. And at the end, we all blacklisted Zane from the community. And what did that
Oh
do?
my
That got
god, I
rid of
remember
Zane from the
that.
community.
Holy
And
shit.
that was a great decision because we don't want predators in the community. And a leader actually stepping up and putting all these Fed owners into um a private server, putting all these people into a server and stepping up and being a leader, that's what we need. Have we gotten that? No, I don't think we have gotten that. Um but yeah, that's what I mean. Like all these feds returning for hype. Like I just saw OPRW tweeting out something, and I was like, why does OPRW need to return? Genuinely, the only reason it would return is if Alex Rhodes is bored. Because some feds, no offense, this is why I commend uh like Imperiality and RDW because I feel like these are feds that are actually crucial to the community because they do things to innovate the community. We had for a long amount of time in 2020 where there was all these generic feds with with the same arenas, with the same WWE style arenas and the same shit over and over again. We had all these federations that weren't doing anything to move the community forward, and we're literally seeing we're in the presence, and you don't appreciate it until it's gone. But right now, we're in the presence of so many federations with Fed owners and with people who have the drive, who have the power, who want to stay hungry and who want to devour.
I
Just like
fucking
a
got
good
man.
man once told me, my good friend DJ, these are people that we want in the community. I don't know where I don't know where that whole tangent came from, but that's just my point.
Dude, I can't believe you just said all that shit, bro. What the fuck? We stay hungry.
Listen,
You really pulled a Dwayne Johnson in this bitch. What the fuck?
Yeah, for real, and
we've
flawlessly too.
mentioned it a lot. We've mentioned it a lot here on the Roblania Talk. How
You guys are sad.
How role wrestling isn't dying; it just lacks creativity, and that's still a fact to this day. More feds, we are seeing a little bit more creativity in federations like UPW and Imperiality, but there needs to be more. You know.
Mhm. And with RPW, oh, wait, sorry, not RPW. Oh my God. With the RWA making their announcement tomorrow, it seems like things are going to be better. It seems like we're going to be seeing something, and I really hope, I'm praying, I'm genuinely, because I'm not one of those people that's praying on the downfall of the RWA or anything. I'm not praying on anybody's downfall because the community needs people to step up. I'm praying I'm praying that the RWA is good. I don't want it to die. I would hate it for it to die. Seeing all that work just go away. That's the thing. Like people preying on like alliances downfalls. We shouldn't bring each other down. We should be lifting each other up.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm gonna take this time to quickly plug some stuff on the Roblania network. If you guys haven't already, we have more viewers than likes. I don't know what's up with that, but if you guys could do us a big favor and go ahead and hit that like button, smash it just like Cody Rhodes did on that flaming table to Andrade Alidalo, we would love that.
Oh, can we talk about that actually, just for a second?
Yeah, just for 1 second, guys.
That shit
What
was
the
fucking
fuck?
brutal.
Why? What?
Do you want to know something interesting? That was the first time in 7 years that we saw a flaming table on TV.
Are you serious?
Yep.
What was the last time we saw it?
I'm not sure. I just saw Nahat retweet something that said that.
That's weird. But yeah, flaming table, dude. That's crazy. Pro wrestling. I literally showed that to my sister and my brother, and I said, "This is why I love pro wrestling. Like this shit does not happen elsewhere. You can't find this on a TV show. Like this is real and for what? Just to entertain." Anyways, I just want to plug out really quickly that we do have a lot of content here on the Roblanian Network every single week. This is a brilliant idea that I just came up with. why this is a Raw Wrestling channel. Why don't we post some Raw Wrestling matches? I completely forgot about that. We have a whole RWI archive and UWI archive that we're going to be putting out. I have weekly uploads planned out all the way up until 2022. So yeah, go ahead. We have tons of content here on the Roblania Network. Every single week, you get 2 videos, a match, and Raw Wrestling being discussed. We have theme songs being uploaded. We've just started expanding into the film universe. Roblania's Spider-Man
Roblania Spider-Man.
that blew up. For people who don't actually know, I was on a podcast. I think it was Roblania Talk episode 4. I was on the podcast, and the first intro of it is me saying it's my godforsaken duty to make a Spider-Man movie because the reason why I actually started Roblania, fun fact, in 2018 was with Jay Mizzle, and he wanted to make clothing. He was very bad at clothing. He never made clothing. But my side was I wanted to make movies. I was very ambitious, even though I knew I couldn't make any, and I'd be very bad at that. I even partnered with a group called TMO. If you guys actually go Google search, you can see that there's a Roblania on their fandom wiki thing. There's a Roblania Spider-Man as a separate universe, so we're actually canon in that roleplay community. Roleplay community completely separate from Pro Wrestling. So I was very serious about it. But like last week, I spent one day. I spent one day making a bunch of Spider-Man footage, doing a little bit. It was really bad animations, to be honest. It wasn't even that good. And I went on some Roblania Talk podcasts. I got Sean Apoth, Matt Apoth. I'm not Matt Apoth. Who the fuck is Matt Apoth? Caden. I got Caden Jersey because he said a sentence about Matt, and I just added that. And I just added a bunch of random out of context clips, and I put them all together. And that tweet got 80 likes and 35 retweets or something. So yeah, now it's an official project. I have a whole server dedicated to it. We have a bunch of voice actors, and we even got an animator. OXO's joined a part of it. We're like 20 pages into the script now. It's awesome. It's great. That's the type of stuff that we do at Roblania Network. We're not just here to dedicate ourselves to growing the community by showcasing everyone every single bi-weekly, showing everyone different communities like VKW, like CEW, like just what other media group is covering Sippy Cups Fed? That type of stuff. That's the stuff we love doing. That's the stuff we do before anyone else does, and we do it without anyone asking. You don't have to be partnered. You don't have to be, and even if you don't like us, hey, we're not gonna block you. So yeah, that's the type of stuff we got here. Feel free to subscribe, and if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. But I just want to thank everyone right now. I don't know why our viewer count is so high. I guess LiteLord is just a draw, and so is Fizo. Which I should probably add Fizo to the title.
Good, bro.
Anyways, A's, I actually had a question. Why don't we stream feds anymore?
I don't have like 20 hours. I don't have like 2 hours to sit there and manage all the camera work.
You should get Jackson to do it.
I'd rather spend that 2 hours at the gym.
Light, that's a bad idea.
Is it not a good idea?
Jackson's computer is terrible.
Oh, right, okay. Whoops.
Dude, if you saw his match against me at the OWA pay-per-view, oh my god. Well, first he got his ass beat, and like he was, bro, literally laggiest person ever. That's why we have him pre-record. That's why we don't hop in. Whatever. I'm gonna take some time to read the chat. Tydev said the last stream had the title Disappointment and it had ESJ in it. That should be a clever and good name. Yes, of course. Peter Apoth into the Spider-Verse.
Excuse me, what?
I'm very confused about what that
I was
meant.
talking about how Sean is is Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, Sean's Peter Parker.
Everybody's Peter Apoth. You feel me?
Yeah. So where's Harry Apoth done?
Yeah, Apoth canon in the Roblania verse.
You know who I started being friends with?
Who?
You know Memeth? Memeth.
No.
Y'all know who Memeth is?
I know him. He's a friend of Sign Logic.
Yeah, he's friends with Sign Logic. He was big in he's a GM tier. He was like RCW, RWU. He was in TNX, but he got banned, I think.
Speaking of GMT,
Sonic was always a band.
Yeah.
He banned a lot of people, but I don't know. Yeah, he was in a CCW, I think UKW. He was just a big guy. He retired in like 2016. He's around just chilling now though. I'm next to him in game right now. We're pretty good friends. Who the fuck is TMing me, bro?
Speaking of GMT, some of them, like most of the GMT wrestlers are now. Obviously, ever since GMT dropped down in quality back in like 2019, 2020.
You know what Fed needs to get like Fed needs more recognition as DXW, bro. Before
DXW.
they're gonna add that Mania next pay per view, y'all might as well go check it out, bro. Like it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
They're Friday p.m. Eastern, I believe, 7 p.m. GMT. It's pretty nice, Fed.
Yeah. But I wanted to say most of the GMT, like the old GMT people now, ever since GMT's downfall, they kind of slowly started dipping out of their toes from the wrestling community. And started going into the row soccer / football community. And there's like a whole league that Tam Sking actually runs for football or soccer, and you can see a lot of GMT wrestlers from there. And it's pretty interesting to see if the current contrast of wrestling could they be brought back in the current. What do you guys think? Could they be brought back in the current contrast of wrestling if GMT has been kind of brought back from the ashes? What do you guys think?
You know what's crazy? I always hear about GMT dying and never GMT thriving.
Well, I mean,
Light, defend yourself.
like,
what's up about that? Like, literally, I only hear negative things about GMT, about it like dying and having to be rebuilt. At some point, when is it going to be rebuilt? When is it going to just be normal?
It's not dying or thriving. It's just like in a neutral state at this point. It's not as good as it once was, but it's not like dead. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just on a lower level now because UKW isn't a thing anymore. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a well-made Fed. Not trying to be like a UKW. I'm never going to surpass UKW. That was a league of its own. But I'm definitely trying to do my best to be a great GMT Fed owner. Try and hopefully be the best GMT Fed owner in 2021, even though, well, no, not 2021, but like in current days. I don't know about that, though. Julius is on my ass, so. But, I try to not be a generic motherfucker with my Fed. You feel me?
What things do you do to not be generic?
My titles are WWE title names.
Do you have any advice for? Because I know a lot of Fed owners like to watch these. A lot of uprising indie federation owners like watching the Roblania Talk podcast and love commenting, "What can I do for my Fed?" So what top advice would you give to Feds that to make them like more unique and more unique while also doing it in a way that's simple for them? Because a lot of people really struggle with just the easiest things.
Like, what do you mean? Like how?
Like examples of. Like, here's some of my advice. I would like change up your arena. So like no offense to Imperiality, but their arena is really generic. Like try to change.
I agree.
Try to change it up and like maybe instead of using the AT&T Stadium, if you're why host in an AT&T Stadium when you're pulling in like 15, 20 players a show? That's just the type of thing that I.
Yeah. Max servers. I can't lie. It's not just 15, 20. They get like max servers most of the time.
Imperiality?
Imperiality.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about like a general.
Yeah, but actually, I have my own input for helping smaller fans, because honestly, to me, I've learned this obviously through a lot of processes. Just obviously, as you said, making the arena fine for your specific player count. Try to come up with the best names in your mind. Obviously, like whatever, use inspirations off of different entertainment sources, to help out, flesh out something. Watch a lot of stuff and yeah, it's a source of inspiration. It got me to naming most of the pay-per-views for Imperiality, and yeah, it's worked great.
Do you think we're gonna see any arena changes? That's the one thing I
Um,
feel like could improve.
we're probably going to discuss this me and Sean, because me and Sean, we originally didn't want to. I didn't want to switch personally from our old arena because I felt like switching to this felt like we're kind of succumbing to a little bit more genericality. But Sean took the offer because it was free. um,
Did you just have a
but
stroke there?
you know,
Yeah, I was about to say what the fuck.
What the fuck? You okay?
no, I was just saying. No. I was just saying that, like, we got this new arena for free, just like sell everything for free.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it usually goes. We're just probably gonna come up and get something new. Hopefully, I don't want to say when because I don't have a date in mind. It just pray to God we get something we can negotiate with something and be original arena wise because we need to change a little bit in that department.
Okay, two
Yeah.
things. Two things. The picture of Zane on ESPN was actually not Vegas's. It was Michael Saber's. It was
Yeah.
the
Okay. I was gonna
it,
say that, but I
yeah,
was
because he
watching
just
from like.
added me into a group chat with Jackson just to say that. So there you go, Saber.
Oh my god.
Second thing is
Uh I would have said it if I was because I knew you were gonna mess that up. Even though I said because I didn't put it in the chat. I sent it like I sent the Vegas tweet because that's what Michael was quote tweeting. But
yeah.
yeah, Michael posted it first. Fuck Vegas League. Lol.
Second thing is that my IRL friend actually just figured out about this podcast. He just sent me the thumbnail of it, and I kind of died inside. That sucks. Second thing is, let's read the chat. I love how Chris Knight is just basically saying, "Defend it, Light. You got this." And sick Light is quite, not doing so hot today.
Y'all,
Like
I'm
the
fucking
RWA.
like,
What's up about that?
man. I don't need to be pressured.
Yeah.
You guys, like, you're so lame.
Yeah.
I cry about it.
Greek Bet says, when that movie coming out and great stream, your success is gonna keep going on. Roblania forever. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I love that. I love that support. Love everyone in this stream. Thank you all. I just noticed that we have more viewers than likes. I don't know what's up about that. Remember to do us a favor
That's
and hit that like button. Hit it as hard as my dad does to me. And in regards
uh,
to the movie, sometime in 2022. It'd be very unrealistic to say that it's gonna come in. The plan is we get the script done in December and start getting the voice lines in January, and then animating in January and February. So somewhere around February, and then we have to do the month of promoting. So March most likely. But we will keep you updated on all the processes. It's going to be a very public thing. We're going to be giving you. We got a whole costume made for it, and we got the renders and everything. So yeah, we'll be keeping you updated on that. Yo, guys, leave questions in the chat if you guys have anything that you want us to
Speaking of which,
discuss
speak,
before we wrap
speaking
this
of
up.
movies, speaking of movies, have you guys watched Arcane?
nope.
No, is it good?
Oh boy, no. Honestly, I saw the adverts and I saw Arcane League of Legends. I was like, no, I probably won't watch it. It's based off League of Legends.
Oh
But
wait, that's a
one
movie.
day,
I thought that was actually like part
no,
of
it's
the.
just a TV show. It just came out of my mind.
Yeah, I thought it
So
was a TV show too. I was confused.
no, it is a TV show. It just came out of my mind from the movie. I think. So I was just never gonna watch it at all. But suddenly, my dad calls me and he tells me, "You want to watch Arcane?" And that was the most surprising thing I've ever heard from him. And I was like, I was really confused, and I said, "Okay, let's see." I don't regret it. I don't regret it now. I think I have probably seen a masterpiece, but I don't want to say it's a masterpiece. It's just
You
my
don't
gut
want it.
feeling is I don't want to give it a recency bias, but still, I've never been wowed like this before. Closest thing was probably like I watched a lot of animes, and at this time my favorite anime is something called Yoga. But this blows that anime out of a park somehow. It just surprised me a lot, and like wow, just wow.
All right, one last thing before we end this.
Yeah.
No more one last thing, I guess.
Sorry, the last thing that I want to do before my sister just interrupted me is read out the final question, which is, do y'all think JWWE should be in the RWA by Jayco? No.
No,
No.
I don't.
No.
It's more fit in indie
Please.
style. Plus, they're not really that fully like they've been around for a long ass time, but they're not.
Listen, I can say from experience that JWWE is one of the best feds to go to. They will give you a chance and an opportunity, and it'll give you the chance to go to different places. Because, in my opinion, that's what they did with guys like Duck Cena and Caden Jersey.
But
With
the
that being
problem,
said, they are not RWA level quite yet. Which
yeah,
is saying
yeah.
something because they've been a fed for years
Even
now.
after all the years they've been around,
Yeah,
it's still like
I'm sorry, but it's a good fed. It's not a bad fed.
that was
It's a
my
good fed.
first. That was my first fad when I got a PC in 2018.
Yeah.
And I found wrestling.
Hey man,
Um,
I love Alex Miles too. He's a great guy. I just don't think he's RWA level.
I've done a lot in JWWE. From experience, I can tell that they're not really fit for mainstream. You know, they're mainly in um they've participated in RWA events like
I don't
Spring
think
Stampede.
Miles really cares. I don't
But
think he cares really.
Yeah, he doesn't
Okay,
care. I know Alex would.
Alex is an IWA, which fits more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
fits more. I just don't think he really cares.
Greek Bets asks Fizo, what star sign?
Virgo.
Example. Oh, Virgo. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't care about
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. I don't really care about that as well. I just
Yeah, white
that
people are
just
nerds.
I
answers
don't
for
even
no
know
reason.
what mine is. That's how much I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, quick shout out to Chris Knight and fuck you for calling me Choke Apoth. I'm your UPW champion. Please don't insult me again.
All right. Do you guys have any social medias to go off of? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Light, go.
My main Twitter is @BoyleLight. My Fed Twitter is RDWRBLX. And yeah, I don't really have any other Twitter. Oh yeah, Boxing RBI. That's my boxing federation, and for RBC and IWA_RBLX.
You can follow me on Twitter at Jackson Steiner W, and you can unfollow Fizo Apoth on Twitter as well.
You meant Chocopoth and Fizzo. Go.
Right. My main Twitter, as a Restan, it's not for wrestling content, but it's for fun content. Wrestling Twitter is @FizzleApoth. It is for my wrestling content and some other content that probably people hate me for. Um, Shout out to Imperiality at Imperiality Roblox. And yeah, that's all I got for today.
Thank you all. This has been the Roblania Network. I am Dr. A's here sitting with LiteLord and Chocopoth and Jackson Steiner. Thank you all. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, and